When it comes to building muscle, the gym is often considered the ultimate battleground. But the reality is that simply showing up and lifting weights isn't enough. To truly maximize muscle growth, you need a structured approach that blends strategy, consistency, and precision. The key is not just about working harder, but about working smarter. In this post, we'll dive into the essential principles and techniques that will help you pack on muscle efficiently, while minimizing wasted effort and maximizing every second spent in the gym. 1. Progressive overload, the foundation of growth. The cornerstone of any muscle-building regimen is progressive overload. This concept is simple, but incredibly effective. The idea is to gradually increase the demand placed on your muscles by progressively adding weight, increasing reps, or improving form. When your muscles are challenged with increasing resistance, they are forced to adapt by growing stronger and bigger. Think of progressive overload as a continuous conversation with your muscles, always asking for just a little more effort, and your body responds by building more muscle fibers. To apply progressive overload effectively, you need to track your workouts consistently. This means logging the weights you lift, the number of reps, and the sets for each exercise. Each week, aim to make incremental improvements, whether it's adding 5 pounds to the bar, doing an extra rep, or improving your technique. Over time, these small, consistent increases create substantial muscle growth. It's important to note that progressive overload isn't just about piling on weight. Sometimes, enhancing your form or extending time under tension can be just as effective. 2. Compound movements, maximizing efficiency. If you're serious about building muscle, compound exercises should be the backbone of your training routine. These are multi-joint movements that engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously, making them incredibly efficient for packing on size. Exercises like squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and pull-ups activate large portions of your body and promote a surge in muscle-building hormones like testosterone and growth hormone. They are energy-intensive, meaning they burn more calories, which also aids in overall fitness. Squats, for example, don't just work your legs. They engage your core, your back, and even your arms to a certain extent, depending on the variation. The same goes for deadlifts. Your entire posterior chain, from your calves to your traps, gets involved. This level of engagement encourages overall muscle growth, and the hormonal response further amplifies the benefits. By incorporating compound exercises into your routine, you're essentially getting more bang for your buck, ensuring that your time in the gym is used efficiently. To get the most out of compound movements, focus on perfecting your form before chasing heavy weights. Proper technique reduces the risk of injury and ensures that you're targeting the right muscle groups. Additionally, compound exercises should form the base of your workout, with isolation exercises serving as supplementary tools to refine and sculpt specific muscles. 3. Time under tension, the muscle-building stimulus. One of the lesser discussed but highly effective methods for building muscle is focusing on time under tension (TUD). This refers to the amount of time your muscles are working during a set. Many lifters focus solely on how much weight they can lift, but how you lift the weight is just as important. By slowing down your reps and controlling the movement, you can create a greater stimulus for muscle growth. For instance, during a bicep curl, if you take 3 seconds to lower the weight, the eccentric phase, and 2 seconds to lift it, the concentric phase, your muscles are under tension for a longer period compared to fast, uncontrolled reps. This extended tension causes microscopic damage to the muscle fibers, which leads to greater repair and growth during recovery. It's not about ego lifting the heaviest weight possible. It's about performing each rep with intention and control. Incorporating techniques like slow negatives, eccentric training, pause reps, and even isometric holds can help amplify time under tension. This approach might not allow you to lift as heavy initially, but the long-term benefits in muscle hypertrophy are undeniable. The key is to strike a balance between weight and control. Don't sacrifice form for the sake of heavier loads. 4. Rest and recovery, the hidden key to muscle growth. Muscle growth doesn't happen in the gym. It happens when you're resting. Training breaks down muscle fibers, and the recovery process is when those fibers are repaired and come back stronger. Skipping out on proper rest is one of the most common mistakes people make, often leading to plateaus or, worse, injury. To maximize muscle growth, you need to respect the recovery process as much as the workout itself. Adequate sleep, for example, is essential for muscle recovery. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, which is critical for repairing and building muscle tissue. Aim for at least 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night to support your recovery. Additionally, make sure you're giving each muscle group enough time to recover between workouts. Typically, a muscle needs 48 to 72 hours to fully recover, so avoid working the same muscle group on consecutive days. Nutrition also plays a pivotal role in recovery. Protein intake is critical as it provides the building blocks, amino acids, your body needs to repair and grow muscle. Aim to consume around 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day, spread out over several meals. Don't neglect carbohydrates and fats either. They provide the energy your body needs to fuel intense workouts and support recovery. 5. Volume and frequency. Finding the sweet spot. The balance between workout volume, the total amount of weight lifted in a session, and frequency, how often you train, is critical for muscle growth. Too little volume or frequency, and you won't stimulate enough growth. Too much, and you risk overtraining, which can lead to injury and burnout. The key is finding the sweet spot that allows for optimal stimulation and recovery. Research suggests that training each muscle group twice per week is ideal for most people looking to build muscle. This frequency ensures that the muscles are stimulated frequently enough to grow, but not so much that they're overworked. Each session should include a mix of compound and isolation exercises, focusing on different rep ranges to engage both slow-twitch and fast-twitch muscle fibers. A typical hypertrophy rep range is between 6 to 12 reps per set, but varying this can help you break through plateaus and encourage balanced muscle development. In terms of volume, aim for 12 to 20 sets per muscle group per week, split between 2 sessions. This volume has been shown to be effective for muscle growth without pushing into the territory of overtraining. However, individual differences in recovery capacity and experience level will influence the ideal volume for each person. 6. Mind-muscle connection. Enhancing muscle activation. The mind-muscle connection is often overlooked, but it can be a game changer in terms of muscle development. This concept refers to the conscious effort to focus on contracting the target muscle during an exercise. Instead of mindlessly lifting a weight from point A to point B, you should be actively engaging the muscle throughout the movement. By doing this, you ensure that the muscle you're trying to target is doing the bulk of the work. For example, during a chest press, focus on feeling the stretch and contraction in your pecs rather than just pressing the weight. The more engaged you are with the muscle, the more you stimulate it to grow. Studies have shown that when lifters focus on the target muscle, they can increase muscle activation, leading to better results over time. The mind-muscle connection is especially useful during isolation exercises like bicep curls, tricep extensions, or lateral raises, where it's easy to let other muscle groups take over. By practicing this connection, you'll develop a better understanding of your body's mechanics, leading to improved form and more efficient workouts. 7. Consistency. The ultimate determinant of success. No matter how perfect your training program is, the most critical factor in building muscle is consistency. Muscle growth is a slow process that requires dedication over months and years, not weeks. There will be times when progress feels slow or non-existent, but this is where discipline comes into play. Consistent effort, day in and day out, is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. This doesn't mean you need to train 7 days a week or spend hours in the gym every day. It means sticking to your plan, showing up regularly, and making gradual improvements. Consistency also applies to your diet and recovery. Skipping meals or shortchanging your sleep can negate the hard work you put in at the gym. Remember, muscle growth is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay patient, stay focused, and the results will come. To complement your muscle building journey, click here to see our tips with the latest video. Maximize your results, develop muscle, and reduce fat. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button.